like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's a review of AEW Rampage and AEW Dynamite, the week commencing the 15th of April. But Rampage is the week behind because we're in UK. So it starts with Orange Cassidy versus Alex Reynolds in a great match, but coming out, Orange Cassidy gets the victory. Then we have Julia Hart versus Layla Hirsch in a great match. Haven't seen Layla Hirsch in a little while, but Julia Hart gets the victory. Then we have Don Callis basically wants Ospreay to take out Daniel Bryan. So let's see if he does. Then we have Angelo Parker versus Zack Knight in a great match, but Zack gets the victory. Then we have Roderick Strong basically confronts Kyle, I should say, for wanting to face him for the title. He's not happy about that. Then in the main event on Rampage, it's Jay White versus Matt Sydal in a great match, but in the end, Jay White gets the victory. Then we head over to Dynamite. So Dynamite starts up with John Moxley comes out. I haven't seen John Moxley in a while. I'm not sure where he's been, if he's been injured or he's taken some time out. I don't know. But John Moxley turns up with the IWGP Championship. Basically says he talks about never having any help, claimed to be at the top, and he digs the deepest to get his results, and he will show how great he is. And he also calls out the Don Callis family. He said he wants to face Powerhouse Hobbs because he's the best. Then we have Mercedes Moné. So she's not happy about what Julia Hart did, if Julia Hart attacked her, and there will be retribution. Then we have Adam Copen and Willow versus Brody King and Julia Hart. Before the match, Willow was attacked, so we didn't know she was going to make the match, but she did make the match, and really good match. But in the end, Julia Hart got the victory. So then we have Mercedes Moné comes out and tries to attack Julia Hart because they started attacking Adam Copeland and Willow. Then we have Samoa Joe in the back, says basically Swerve Strickland, he doesn't respect him and he's a nuisance and he's going to get choked out when they face at Dynasty. Then we have the Young Bucks basically getting ready for FTR, calls for Okada. Okada calls out Pac as well. I do like the Young Bucks. I like what the Young Bucks are doing. I'm liking what the Young Bucks are doing. I think they're doing great work. So then we have the Young Bucks and Okada versus Danny Garcia and Penta and Pac in a great match. But in the end, Okada gets the victory. Then we have the Bullet Club Gold. Basically said they're ready for their match at Dynasty and they're calling out the Acclaimed. So let's see what happens. Then we have Chris Jericho and Hook try to talk things out, try to hug things out, but they end up arguing and Chris Jericho ends up pushing Taz, which is Hook's dad, and it doesn't go down well and Hook gets angry. Then we have Swerve Strickland. Basically said he gets up and said he's ready. He's been knocked back down, but every time he gets knocked down, he gets up. He's ready for Joe, but he wants to tell that to Joe face to face later in the night. So then we have Mariah May versus Deanna. A really good match, but in the end, Deanna got the victory. Then she was jumped by obviously Team Tony Storm, but Thunder Rosa comes to save. Then we have the Acclaimed calling out the Bullet Club and accepts their match for Dynasty. So let's see what happens. Then we have Orange Cassidy versus Shane Taylor. Really good match. Go and watch it. But in the end, Orange Cassidy gets the victory. Then he gets jumped by Shane Taylor Productions, and then Trent stops everybody from helping him, and then just lets Shane Taylor Productions beat him down. So we'll see what happens there. Then we have Will Ospreay versus Claudio Castagnoli. Really good match. Go and watch it. This was an awesome match. Ospreay is awesome. And in the end, Ospreay gets the victory. And then the BCC and the Don Callis family start brawling. Then in the main segment, it's Swerve Strickland basically comes out to confront Joe. And Swerve Strickland does get beat down. And then basically, that's it. So let's see what happens at Dynasty.